Hello everybody, my name is Nemo and today I'm going to show you how to get the Demonic Master title. There's a lot of these titles here, I've got all of them, and if any of you are interested in knowing how to get any other ones, then feel free to ask. For Spellslinger, all you gotta do is play against someone who also has the Spellslinger title and win that game. So you could challenge me if you want to. My Steam name is NemoYT, so you can always find me. And then if you win, you get the Spellslinger title, if you haven't got it already. But anyways, today we're going to show the Demonic Master one. And if there's enough, if there's enough people asking to know about one of these or something like the challenges, I'm actually thinking I'm going to show you guys the challenges as well. I haven't done them myself yet, but once I figure them out myself, I may just show you the answers to them instead of doing a kind of like a playthrough of them. I'll just show you how to solve them. But for now, the Demonic Master title. So what you want to do first, there's not a deck with enough demons in it, and I think that the Demonic Master title is the hardest one of the titles to get, because probably it wasn't meant to actually be visible just yet. It was probably meant to only come out with some DLC or something. There might be a deck with more demons in there, maybe even a demon central deck or something. But for now it's really kind of difficult to get the title, but I'll show you how I did it. I think there's multiple approaches, but so first of all, this card is useless to you. You want to look at your deck editor. This one is not going to be useful in what we're about to do to get that title. And Lobotomy is also not going to be useful because it comes too late to be of use. So other than that, what you definitely want to have is some early creatures to survive. These guys are really good too. And you definitely want some Chittering Rats, they're very useful. You definitely want Threads of Disloyalty. Basically some stuff to survive early. Time Ebb is useful too. This stuff is useful, all the card draw and stuff, because you need to get some specific cards. Evil Twin is definitely needed for this. Doomsday Spectre is very useful as well, especially in combination with the Evil Twin. Sleeps are useful. You need to have Beacon of Unrest. And Verdolken Dismisser is useful. And Stolen Identity is the card you absolutely need, because this is the card you're going to use to actually get copies of a certain demon, so that you can get 5 of them on the board. So let's go ahead and show you what you're going to do with this. So you're going to go into the campaign, and you're going to go into Innistrad.
Ramaz gave me a pendant.
Alright, Chandra, you can shut up now. So what you want to do is challenge the Skirsdag Cultists encounter with the Masks of the Dimir deck. Now, it may take a while before I get what I want, so I'm just going to go ahead and record my games until I get it, and then I'm going to add post-production commentary to when I do get the right hand and stuff, and I'll show you what exactly you need to do to win this encounter, because it can take a while and it's kind of complicated as well, so you may need a couple of tries even when you know how to do it and even when you get the right cards, because it may be a little difficult to get it to work. Alright, and I'm back. This is the post recording commentary. So I actually got this in one game. As you can see, it's just the same game I just started. I didn't even need to skip to like the 6th game or something where I finally get it. Nope, it just worked in the first game. So in this, the opponent is going to keep on playing Skirsdag Cultists. And once he has 6 out, he's going to sacrifice them all and summon a Shadowborn Demon. So that Shadowborn Demon is what we need to get our title. We want 6 of them to be, or 5 of them to be exact. And the way we're going to do that is with Stolen Identity. Now, in the first phase of this, it's very important that you actually stay alive to get to the late game where you can get that combo going. So it's important that you have a early creature. Now I was a little, as you can see, I'm gonna block in a second here. I shouldn't do that because I really need a creature out there, because the opponent is gonna just keep on attacking me with those Shadowborn Apostles unless I have a creature out. he doesn't actually sacrifice his Shadowborn Apostles until I try to kill one, or until or unless I have a creature out that can actually block his guys. Then he sacrifices his Shadowborn Apostles to get his demon, because his demon comes in and kills something. So you have to actually have a creature out. So I was a little stupid in blocking there, but it's been a while since I did this. So, but luckily I draw another dude, so it's no problem. I now have a creature that he's gonna want to actually kill. And luckily for me, it's also a 2/2. That means he can't actually attack me with his 1/1s, so that I don't take too much damage here in the early game. So that's important. You have to have a creature out early. And something else you need is a way to actually deal with the Shadowborn Demon. For some reason I keep wanting to call it the Shadowborn Colossal. I don't know. But you actually have to have something to deal with the Shadowborn Demon once it does come out. Now I don't have anything to deal with the demon at this point, but I did have a draw spell. I had an early creature, so I decided to just give this hand a whirl and see if I could draw something early enough that I don't get killed while I'm waiting to draw an answer. So let's see. He's going to play a 6th cultist or apostle here, and then he's going to sacrifice that one and get himself the demon. As you can see, I'm zooming in here to show the text. Sacrifice 6 of them, and he can search his library for the demon card, put it onto the battlefield. And he's going to do that, and he's going to kill my dude. And this is the demon in question. It's the Shadowborn Demon. It has flying, enters the battlefield, destroy target non-demon creature. At the beginning of your upkeep, if there are fewer than 6 creature cards in graveyard, sacrifice a creature. So that it's important that before I get my combo going in the late game, I have to have 6 creature cards in my graveyard. So here I'm just playing an Evil Twin, which is going to copy a Shadowborn Demon, and it has the ability to, for a blue and a black, actually kill a creature with the same name as my Shadowborn Demon now. So of course I don't have 6 creatures in the graveyard yet. I only have 3, if I'm not mistaken. So I have to actually, I'm actually going to have to sacrifice my Shadowborn Demon here, which of course means that I'm gonna have to do this in response and just kill his guy, because I do get to untap before that happens. So I untap my lands. I get to actually kill his guy before I have to sacrifice my own demon. So now I've dealt with his demon. So that means that's important, because I'm gonna have to survive until I can get my combo going. Now his demon is obviously in the graveyard, and there's only one of those demons in his deck. So I need to get that card out of the graveyard at some point. But that's no problem. There's a card that does that in my deck. So it's more important that I just stay alive right now, because I don't want to get killed here. While I'm waiting to draw a Stolen Identity, basically. So for now I'm gonna play my Dire Undercurrents, because it's gonna help me draw some cards. Every time I play a blue creature I get to draw a card. Every time I play a black creature someone has to discard. And if it's a blue and a black creature, both things happen. So that's gonna help me go through my deck and get to my Stolen Identity quicker. And the other card I need to actually grab his Shadowborn Demon out of the graveyard. So that's basically the 2 cards I need right now. So I'm gonna play my Dinarova Horror. That's going to actually make him pick up one of his guys, and then have to discard. So I just choose, I think I choose myself here. Yeah, I choose myself to draw and to discard. And the reason I choose myself to discard is because he doesn't have any cards in him. And I need to have 6 creatures in the graveyard for me to actually be able to keep my Shadowborn Demons on the field. So right now I have 5 creatures in the graveyard, so I'm getting there. So that's why I discard myself. Just need some creatures in the graveyard, it doesn't really matter. So he's just gonna keep on playing the Shadowborn Apostles now. He does eventually start sacrificing them. If you try to kill one or try to enchant one of your guys or something like that, then in response he'll try to sacrifice his Shadowborn Apostles to get his demon, because he wants to, you know, profit from that exchange. But he only has 1 demon in his whole library, so that demon is in the graveyard, so he can't actually get it. So it's scripted a little weirdly that they still do that, but oh well. Either way, I play my 2/3. That makes me pick up one of my guys, pick up my Dimir Horror, so I can use it again later on. I draw a Vedalken Dismisser here off of my treasure hunt. And Vedalken Dismisser is actually a pretty important card here, but you only really need one of them. But it is going to actually save my life in this match later on. You'll see. So yes, 4 cultists on the board right now. I just basically need to start dealing with these dudes or just survive until I get my cards out. So I think for now what I'm gonna do is just play my Vedalken Dismisser, and this is basically just the same as killing one of his guys, because he's gonna Vedalken Dismisser actually puts a creature on top of someone's library, and he's going to just keep on drawing those Shadowborn Apostles anyways. He draws one each turn, so it basically doesn't matter. It's basically the same as just killing one, because otherwise you would have just drawn the next one. Yeah. So yeah. But anyways, I think I attack here because I actually want to see if he wants to double block here, so that I can maybe trick him with something, but he doesn't. So I was also looking to actually have my Vedalken Dismisser die, so that I'd have 6 creatures in the graveyard. I remember now why I did that, but he doesn't want a double block there, so fine. I think the computer only starts doing stuff like that when it starts to be really in trouble. And he obviously wants as many Shadowborn Apostles, because he still thinks he can get a demon out of his deck, which he can. So we play this Dimir Horror again. I draw a card. Choose him to discard, because I don't have a creature I want to discard at this point. Otherwise I would have chosen me to discard just to get the 6th creature in the graveyard already. Just to have that out of the way, but that's not what's really happening here. Either way, he's gonna play more Shadowborn Apostles, and my Chittering Rats is basically useful to make me discard a card, so I think I decide not to play it, because I can play it later on, and then because it's a black creature I get to choose someone to discard a card, which I'm gonna choose myself, so I have 6 creatures in the graveyard, so I'm waiting to draw another creature before I play Chittering Rats to do so. So for now I'm just playing some enchantments on my dudes, since I don't really have anything better to do, and the lifelink I put on my Vedalken Dismisser obviously helps me stay alive until later in the game. So I think nothing really interesting happens here. He just plays more dudes, so we wait a bit, etc, etc. So I'm just gonna jump ahead to a point in the video where something interesting happens again. So I'll see you there. Alright, and we're a little further ahead. He's built up quite a force there, but he can't attack because my guys are bigger. So for now I'm still a little safe, and I draw my Stolen Identity, which is the card I need. So it's a 6 mana card. Basically I already described what it does. So I'm happy to have drawn that, and I think I'm gonna enchant it onto my sprite in the next turn. He doesn't have any removal or anything. The only removal he has is when he actually gets his demon out, which isn't gonna happen because it's in the graveyard. So something interesting I think happens next turn when I try to cipher my Stolen Identity. However, so let's wait for that to happen. He's still not attacking. I was waiting, like maybe if he starts finally attacking, thinking, hey, I can do this much damage and he kills this many creatures, I can maybe kill him in this many turns, etc, etc. Once he starts doing that, I was planning to just Last Grasp one of his guys in response to it. But anyways, I drew a Threads of Disloyalty, and this is basically the purpose of the Threads of Disloyalty, just to keep him from killing me soon enough. So I basically just steal his guys with it. That's basically what it's for. Steal his Shadowborn Apostles with it. So I'm going to actually copy, I think it might be Narova Horror at this point. Yep. And in response to that, he sacks to get his demon out, which can then kill my guy in response. But his demon is in the graveyard, and the computer just, I don't know. Like I said, the scripting isn't great. So yeah. This is kind of weird, but hey, it makes me safe from him killing me anytime soon, so I'm happy there. And I cipher my Stolen Identity onto my Surveying Sprite, which I'm eventually going to start using to make copies of the demon once it's out his graveyard and onto the battlefield. So I'm just waiting for my card to do that. So let's see. Oh yeah, I can tap his guy, so whatever. I'm not, like, he's at 18 life, so I can hit him a few times before it starts getting, before his life starts being too low that I can't really attack him, because I eventually still have to attack him a few times to get enough demons, of course. So, but anyways, this does deal with his guys, so I survive a little longer, etc. And if it starts becoming dangerous, I can just keep on doing that. So for now I'm pretty safe, but I only have 13 more cards left in my library. The Thought Scour. It's very important that I actually... Oh, wait a second. It's very important that I actually mill the encounter, because if I mill myself, then maybe Stolen Identity or the other card I'm waiting for ends up in my graveyard, and I don't want that, because then I can't actually do my combo that I want to do. So yeah, let's skip ahead a little further into the video to where something more interesting happens again. Alright, we're back a little further into the video. At this point I only have 4 cards left in my library. I'm not popping these Terramorphic Expanses because I don't want to actually get rid of some of those cards in my library. But yeah, so we're starting to get in trouble. I obviously need to get in 5 times to get the demons I need. But I only have 4 more cards in my library, so I don't have enough turns. So luckily I have this Vedalken Dismisser, which I can just copy with the Stolen Identity each turn. And then I... once Vedalken Dismisser enters the battlefield, I can put a creature on top of its owner's library. I choose my own Vedalken Dismisser to go on top of my library. And that's actually a pretty smart play, because now I just can keep putting a card on top of my library each turn. And because it's a blue creature, when it enters the battlefield I get to draw a card. So I get to draw a card before the Vedalken Dismisser goes on top of my library. So that I still get to draw the next card, but then I'm also safe from milling myself. And once, of course, I only have the Vedalken Dismisser, I have to actually make the encounter start drawing cards, but that's fine. But basically, this solves milling yourself, which is what you want to be careful of. So I'm just gonna play it and make it put itself on top of the library, draw another card. So my one card that I actually need to draw is in the last 2 cards remaining in my library, because it's 3 cards, but that's including the Vedalken Dismisser. So one of those other 2 cards is actually the card I need to draw. So yeah, that makes me pretty close to milling myself before I get it, which is kind of funny. But anyways, because I have the Vedalken Dismisser, that's fine. So again, I'm playing it again, and this is just to keep myself from milling. I'm gonna draw a card first. And there it is. That's the card I was waiting for, Beacon of Unrest. I can play this and just get a card out of someone's graveyard. So I'm gonna obviously get his demon out of his graveyard finally. This is what I've been wanting to do the whole time. So now I can get his Shadowborn demon onto my side of the field. So I have 1 demon. Yay! I have one demon finally. And this gets to kill one of his dudes. And now I just make him discard, because whatever. Because it's also a black creature entering the battlefield. I also time map, so I get another turn even if the Vedalken is missing, somehow fails or whatever. Then I can still time map something on top of my library, just to keep myself from milling out. But either way, I'm gonna start copying the Shadowborn demon now each turn with the Stolen Identity. And this is basically what you want to be doing, because you need 5 demons to get the Demonic Master title. So now this is basically gonna just get it for me. And I can Hands of Binding his one dude. That's pretty funny. I can kill the one guy he plays, and the one dude that's already on the field I can just Hands of Binding each turn. So basically he can't do anything, and my combo is gonna work. I draw another card, and I was actually surprised, like, why didn't I draw my Vedalken Dismisser here? I put that on top of my library, didn't I? I also don't know what the Field Marshal enchantment is for. I guess it's for having enough dudes on the field or something. Not sure, but I got an achievement, yay. But anyways, so I was confused why I didn't draw my Vedalken Dismisser there. And I think this is the moment I realized, like, wait, why didn't I draw it? But you'll see in a moment why that was. So I'm just gonna copy another Shadowborn Demon. Either way, the Vidalcan Dismisser is still in my library, so I can't mill out. So I'm still safe, but that was a little frightening. I was like, what's going on here? Why am I not getting it? What? Where is it? I'm gonna mill now. But nope, I'm totally safe. So yeah, I can just keep this up all day. I can just keep doing this. No problem at all. So let's... Yeah, so I draw Beacon of Unrest, and this is the moment I realize... Wait, I don't have 2 Beacon of Unrest in my deck, do I? What? Why? But then, oh, shuffle Beacon of Unrest into its owner's library when it's played. So that's why I didn't draw the Vidalcan Dismisser, because it shuffled my library by putting that card back in. So I was totally confused about that. I didn't realize that was going to happen. But either way, so my 1 card left in my library is now the Vidalcan Dismisser. So that's fine. I won't mill out. As long as it just be careful not to accidentally draw a card. Then I should just be fine. And I have 3 demons now. So let's speed this up a little bit. And we're gonna just get all the demons out there. Alright, so a little further into the video, I draw my last card, which is obviously the Vidalcan Dismisser, and I have 4 demons out at this moment, so I'm gonna make my last demon here. Now I have to be careful here because, let's see, I think, okay, yeah, I can safely make a demon here, because I only have 0 cards in my library here, so I have to be careful not to accidentally draw a card. So I discard one of his cards, make him discard a card. And I'm just showing here that I have 5 demons. But yeah, that's 5. So I have to be careful not to accidentally mill myself. And what I was thinking here is I should actually have an extra turn before I actually finish the game, because I just want to make sure that you get the title, you know. And maybe having 5 demons out for an extra turn helps you get the title. But I made a mistake in forgetting to play my Vidalcan Dismisser, so I don't have anything in my library anymore, and I actually lose, which is pretty funny. But I had 5 demons out, so I would have gotten the title. But yeah, I do advise just waiting 1 turn, just to make sure that you get that title. But it's pretty funny. But anyways, there it is, the Demonic Master, so there you go. That's how you get the Demonic Master title. Now, if you're interested in getting any other title or achievement or whatever you want, and you don't know exactly how to get it, then let me know. I'll probably find out for you, and I'll maybe even upload a video about it, or just tell you in the comments if it's easy enough like that. But anyways, you can see me going back into the deck manager and putting my deck back to the way it's supposed to be. But I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if any of you didn't know how to get that title, now you know. And I hope I helped you out with that. So, my name's been Nemo. My name will still be Nemo in the next video. And hope you guys enjoyed. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. Bye bye.